Imagine someone insults you, and you feel nothing. Not because you're pretending, because you're truly unbothered. That's the power Miyamoto Musashi mastered. While others burned with emotion, he stayed cold. While they cracked, he won. Every opponent who let emotions take over ended up dead. I studied his life, his writings, the Book of 5 Rings, and I found 4 rules he lived by, rules that made him untouchable. By the end of this video, you won't just understand his mindset. You'll have the tools to build it yourself. Principle 1. Accept what is most people think being unbothered means getting tougher, fighting harder, building thicker skin. But Musashi knew better. He wrote, "Accept everything just the way it is. Not fix it, not resist it, accept it." This wasn't philosophy, it was survival. Orphaned as a child, fighting real duels at 13. He had every reason to complain, but across all his writings, he never did. Why? Because Musashi discovered something most never realize. What bothers you only has power if you resist it. Your mind says, "This shouldn't be happening." That creates tension. Tension becomes stress. Stress clouds judgment. And now, you're no longer in control. Your emotions are. Musashi watched warriors burn out before the fight began. They'd get angry over insults, weather, delays. By the time the duel started, they were already defeated. Musashi, calm, empty, focused. He didn't waste energy on what he couldn't control, and that made him lethal. Today, we do the same thing. We check our phones, see bad news, and get anxious. As if our worry changes anything. All it does is drain us. Musashi's mindset was simple. Accept reality, conserve your strength, only act where it counts. Try this. Next time something bothers you, traffic, criticism, stress, pause, take a breath, say, "This is what's happening right now." Don't fight it. Feel the tension drop. That's your energy coming back. And that's the mindset Musashi used to win before his enemies even drew their swords. Principle 2. Let them defeat themselves. In Dokudo, Musashi wrote, "Do not be jealous of others, good or evil." It sounds strange. Why warn against being jealous of evil? Because he wasn't talking about morality. He was talking about energy. Musashi understood that reacting to others, envy, anger, revenge, costs you something. And in combat, every ounce of energy mattered. He never wasted a second on emotions that didn't serve him. Instead, he let others destroy themselves. The Yoshioka clan learned that lesson the hard way. They set a trap, 70 armed men, waiting to ambush Musashi. But he didn't show up. Minutes passed, then hours. Tension spread. Where is he? Did he find out? Is he watching us? They started burning energy with their own thoughts. Fear, paranoia, anger. Their formation broke down. Their focus cracked. Musashi had already won before he even arrived. When he finally did show up, calm and composed, they were emotionally exhausted, physically scattered, and completely vulnerable. He cut through them like paper. That's the principle. Let them waste their energy. Let them burn themselves out trying to provoke you. It still happens today, just with different weapons. That X sends a message designed to sting. A snide comment, a passive-aggressive jab. They're not looking for peace, they're hunting for reaction. They sit there, checking their phone every 5 minutes, waiting for your reply. They're agitated, pacing, overthinking. And you haven't said a word. Who's winning? Or that coworker who spreads drama? They gossip, they plot. They constantly scan the room looking for signs they're being talked about. Every social interaction is a battlefield in their mind. You stay silent. They exhaust themselves trying to pull you into the chaos. And you win by doing nothing. Here's the truth. People who seek to provoke are already off balance. They're not acting from power, they're acting from need. need for control, need for attention, need for your reaction to validate their ego. When you stay calm, they spiral. When you don't engage, they unravel. Because they were counting on your energy to feed their illusion of power. Musashi knew this. That's why he didn't flinch. He didn't rush to respond. He let time do the work. Let the enemy burn themselves out. Try it. Next time someone tries to poke at your peace, say nothing. Watch them spend their entire day reacting to your silence. They're running wind sprints while you're resting. They're swinging wildly while you're just watching. Your indifference is not weakness. It's leverage. Most people give away their power trying to prove they have it. Musashi never did. He knew. The more they chase your reaction, the more they reveal their own weakness. And if you stay quiet long enough, they defeat themselves. Principle 3. Become the watcher. Musashi wrote, "Perceive that which cannot be seen with the eye." At first glance, it sounds mystical, but it isn't. It's tactical. It's about awareness, reading people patterns and energy while staying unread yourself. This is where Musashi separated himself from every other warrior. Most trained endlessly with the sword. He trained with silence. Before a duel, Musashi would arrive days early, not to practice, but to observe. He'd stay at a nearby inn, quiet, unnoticed, watching. How did his opponent treat the innkeeper? Did they boast when drinking? Did they limp slightly after walking long distances? What hand did they favor when nervous? What did their eyes do when they lied? Every movement, every habit was a clue. While his opponents prepared to fight, Musashi had already figured out who they were. He said, "From one thing, know 10,000 things." One pattern can reveal everything. An arrogant tone reveals insecurity. An insult reveals fear. A loud presence hides a desperate mind. Musashi didn't just fight the person in front of him. He fought the blueprint they didn't know they were showing. And the same works today. Someone criticizes you in front of others. Don't defend. Observe. Are they actually criticizing you or trying to impress the boss? Are they trying to cover their own mistake? That ex who sends a random message late at night. You're not reading the words. You're reading the need behind the words. Control, regret, loneliness. Watch people carefully and you'll start to see their motivations, sometimes clearer than they see them themselves. Here's the shift. When you react emotionally, you give up your position. You become the hunted. But when you step back, say nothing and just watch, you become the observer, the strategist, the one who sees the game before it's played. This is the skill that turns discomfort into advantage. That friend who gossips, watch who they flatter. That boss who micromanages, watch who threatens them. People repeat their patterns, they can't help it. They reveal everything if you're quiet enough to notice. And here's the key. Once you understand someone, you stop taking them personally. That betrayal wasn't about your worth. It was about their insecurity. That insult wasn't about your weakness. It was about their need for attention. That drama wasn't your crisis. It was their performance. Most people perform. You observe. Most people react. You study. Most people talk. You listen. And because of that, you'll always be 3 steps ahead. Musashi didn't just win because he was skilled with a sword. He won because by the time his opponents attacked, he had already seen them coming. Principle 4. Use everything as training. Musashi's most legendary duel nearly killed him. His opponent, Sasaki Kojiro, a towering figure, master of the Nodachi, a sword so long it killed men before they could blink. Younger, stronger, undefeated. Most men would have spent the night before meditating, praying, trembling. But Musashi? He sat on the boat taking him to the island and started carving. He took his wooden oar and began shaping it into a weapon, longer than Kojiro's blade. Each stroke was calm, each cut precise. He wasn't filled with fear, he wasn't imagining victory, he was training. Even now, on the edge of death, he used the moment to sharpen his mind. When the morning came, he didn't rush. He showed up late deliberately, letting Kojiro wait, letting tension build, letting rage boil. When he finally arrived, Kojiro was vibrating with anger. How dare Musashi disrespect me? He struck too fast, too forcefully, and missed. One clean strike from Musashi's carved oar. The fight was over in seconds. That's the lesson. He didn't beat Kojiro's sword. He beat his emotions. He didn't resist the chaos. He shaped it into an opportunity. Musashi's final writings reveal his secret. He wrote, "Do not fear death." Not because he was fearless, because he had trained his mind to turn everything, even fear, into fuel. That is the ultimate form of mastery. To treat life itself as the dojo. Most people fold under pressure. They think bad moments are personal attacks. Musashi saw them as sparring partners. Betrayal, training in emotional control. Failure, a test in resilience. Insult, a drill in patience. He didn't wish for a smooth path. He wanted pressure, because pressure reveals your weakness and gives you the chance to correct it. So the next time life punches you in the chest, don't collapse. Don't ask, why me? Ask, what is this teaching me? Your boss criticizes you unfairly? Training. Your partner says something hurtful? Training. The world feels out of control? Perfect. More resistance for you to grow against. You don't need a quiet life to have peace. You need the mindset that turns chaos into sharpening. Here's how to think about it. Every annoying situation, a mental rep. Every insult, a sparring session. Every failure, a lesson that costs pain instead of your life. Musashi didn't train to win fights. He trained to become unshakable so no fight could beat him. And this is where it all connects. If you accept reality, conserve your energy, watch others instead of reacting, and treat every hardship as training, you become something rare, unshakable, unbothered, unbeatable. The beginner sees problems, the master sees practice, and the one who uses everything as training becomes unstoppable. The final lesson. Here are the 4 rules again. 1. Accept what is. 2. Let them defeat themselves. 3. Become the watcher. 4. Use everything as training. This is how Miyamoto Musashi became unbeatable, not by avoiding conflict, but by mastering himself. Start with one moment today, one irritation, one insult, one test. Pause, breathe, and say, this is what's happening right now. That calm feeling, that's your power returning. And from now on, it's yours.